Good morning guys. So today we are going to be getting ready together. It is my 23rd birthday today. 23 years old. I thought it'd be nice to get ready together on my birthday because I do have a long day ahead of me and I would like to bring you guys along. So yeah, let's just get ready together. I want to thank you guys for the love on my last get ready with me, just because I was really nervous posting that video because it's more of a personal video, and not that I get like a ton of dislikes, it's just that I noticed that I get more dislikes on the personal videos that I make, which to me is like, I'm not offended or anything. Like, my channel is, you know, based around makeup. I was nervous posting that get ready with me just because I'm talking about a lot of personal things and maybe sometimes that's not received as well. You guys were so nice, so kind. You guys left a bunch of questions that I have on my phone that I will answer in today's video. If you have any other questions that you want to ask me, be sure to leave them down below. I'll answer them in next month's get ready with me. But yeah, I have a bunch of questions. You guys asked some really good ones as well. Also, by the way, I'm filming pretty early. It is 8:53. Sun is still coming up, so I know the lighting's gonna change, so excuse that. What foundation should I wear today? I think I'm gonna wear my Hourglass one today. Obviously, I would have worn my Wet n Wild one, but like, I still need to research about that, I already had such an eventful week already. Today's Sunday, but today we are going to high tea. We're going to this place called Geelong. It is in Hamilton. So I live in Auckland, if you guys are not familiar with like New Zealand whereabouts. So it is about like an hour-and-a-half drive to get there, and you're probably thinking like, why are you driving an hour-and-a-half to go to eat? Geelong is very special. Like, if you guys were ever to visit New Zealand, or if you already live in Auckland, I would recommend you go Geelong. The high tea there is really, really nice. I've been there like 3 times. I took my mum once for her birthday. They have gluten-free options. They also have a lunch menu as well, so if you don't want high tea. But their tea is really, really nice. I think they like harvest it on their own land. It's very, very beautiful there. And if you don't live in New Zealand and you're coming to Auckland, you can take the drive down. You can go to Hamilton Gardens, you can go to Blue Springs, which is like really beautiful places. We're gonna go to high tea and then we're probably gonna go to Hamilton Gardens just to have a walk around, take some photos. I have this really cute dress on. Like, I am so obsessed with this dress. I'll show you guys fully what it looks like afterwards. It's from Showpo. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me today, so I'll definitely get some footage so you guys can see what it's all about. And then once we get back to Auckland, we're having dinner with Harry's brother and sister-in-law. You don't go clubbing or drinking on your birthday, you pretty much just eat, and you know, that's me. But that is the plan for today. I've already been so spoiled already. Like, my mom, my brother, my dad got me like a really nice luxury bag. Like, it's a handbag wallet, kind of like a clutch. Every nice thing that I have, like any luxury branded thing that I own, is all gifted to me. 2 of my friends got me AirPods. They've delivered it last night. It's so cool, these AirPods. Okay, that's like another story. All these bougie things that I have, I did not purchase myself. The people in my life spend a lot of money on me, and I'm like, I don't know who I am or what I did to deserve all this nice love. I mean, obviously it's not about the gifts and everything, but I mean, they worked hard for their money, and for them to spend like money like that on me, it means a lot. And then this week we also hit 70,000 subscribers, which I just want to thank you guys for. I don't think you guys realize how much it means to me. And like 70,000, when you think about it, is a lot of people, isn't it? Like, if you think about that, that's like almost like a stadium or something, you know? A lot of you guys know that my goal for the end of the year is to hit 100k. And it's not really about the number that I want to hit. Like, it's not that I want a lot of subscribers or something, you know? It's just, I want this to be my full-time job. Like, I don't want to go to my other job that I have. I just want to do this full-time because like, I just want to focus fully, like 100%, like dedicate my time to it. Like, I already do, but having like a side job, it can get really stressful. So like, just hitting 100k, it feels like I'm one step closer to making this like a full-time job. Getting the plaque, the 100k plaque, that's a really big achievement to me. You know, people go to university, get degrees. I didn't go university or get a degree, so that would be like my degree. Be sure to keep an eye out for my videos. I think I'm gonna do a sneaky giveaway like I did last time for my 60. Okay, let me just finish off my concealer and then we can start answering some of the questions from last month's Get Ready With Me. So the main questions that I saw, these are all the questions that I have, but the one that I got asked a lot is, what is my other job? What was my previous job? And you guys want me to talk about the other jobs I've had. So I don't want to like say where I work. It's not that I don't trust you guys. You don't know who's on the other side of the screen. It's just best not to show where you work, where you live. Like, even if you're not an influencer, it's just best not to show those things online. I pretty much just work in hospitality. I am pretty much a waitress, bar attendant. It is at a very entry-level job. Nothing like high-paying salary or anything. It's literally working with high school students. But this is a temporary job because my parents are planning to open up like a lunch bar, bakery at the end of the year, so they want me to go help them out. And the job I had before this, the one where I had to wake up at 4 AM, that was helping out Harry's parents' lunch bar, and that's where we found Tubby. He walked into their lunch bar. So a lunch bar is kind of like a bakery. Yeah, Tubby walked into Harry's parents' lunch bar and we took him in. So I'm really grateful for that period of time where we worked there. It was very short. It was from like September till March, so it was very short. So when I was like, I guess 12 or 13, during the weekends, I'll go help my parents at the bakery, and I worked like that until I was 16, where I got my first job. It was at a like Mongolian barbecue buffet, and I worked there for almost 3 years, so 16 to 19. After that, my dad started up like a car importing business, and I helped him with that. So that was for like a year. And during that time, I had like another part-time job at a hotel as a receptionist, and then that was for like a year as well. The car business kind of died down. We stopped doing that, and then Harry's parents bought a business, and then that was in Huntley, which is near Hamilton, where we're going today. So they bought a motel down there, and Harry and I moved out of Auckland, moved down there. It's like an hour away, and we worked there. I was a receptionist. That was for almost a year, and then we moved back up to Auckland, and that was last year. So I worked at a donbori shop for almost a year. Everything's almost a year, honestly. I've switched jobs a lot. So yeah, I worked at a donbori shop when I moved back to Auckland, and then I had to quit the donbori shop to help Harry's parents' other business, which was the lunch bar where we found Tubby. And then they sold the lunch bar, and then Harry and I had to find another job, and here we are now. And those are all the jobs I've had. They've all been hospitality or customer service. Okay, I'm gonna do my brows off camera because I feel like that's very boring and it takes a lot of time. So I will be right back with my brows on. Back with my brows. Before we jump onto our eyes, let's answer the next question. So one of you guys asked for me to talk about shows and movies that I like. So I don't really watch a lot of things, to be honest. Like, I just watch YouTube. Like, that's the main thing for entertainment. But I have mentioned that I've been watching Running Man. I've been trying to catch up on all of the episodes. To cut in, I'm using the Milani Most Loved Mattes palette. I'm gonna take this shade over here. But yeah, I've been watching Running Man. I would say that's like the only like TV show that I'm watching. I don't really watch anything. Like, I've seen Stranger Things, which I'm excited for the new season to come out. Other than that, I'm a YouTube person as for my entertainment. For movies, I do watch a lot of movies after I met Harry. Before I met Harry, I didn't really watch a lot of movies, to be honest. But after I met him, because he likes watching movies. But my favorite movie of all time is probably Hickshaw Ridge. It's based on a true story. Andrew Garfield is like playing as the main character. It's just a really good movie. It makes you feel like you shouldn't complain about your life. When I first had Netflix, I asked you guys to like recommend me things, and I still have that list. I found Running Man, and there's a lot of episodes I need to catch on. So for now, I'm not really wanting to, I guess, watch other things because I just want to catch up on Running Man. So the next question is, do I speak another language? Am I Korean? I'm not Korean. I am Chinese Cambodian, born in New Zealand. So my mom is Chinese, dad is Cambodian. My boyfriend is Korean. And do I speak another language? Yes, I do. I speak a Chinese dialect. It's called Dijiu or Chaozhouhua in Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin. My mom does. I did go Chinese school for it when I was younger, but I can't really speak it. I can probably understand like the most basic thing, but yeah, I can't speak Mandarin. I can only speak that language, and I don't speak it fluently either. It's very broken. And after I moved out, because I don't see my mom like every day, I don't know, I stutter a lot more when I speak to my mom now. Oh, and someone asked me what is my Mandarin name. In Mandarin, I think it's Xiao Mei Zhu. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. I've said it to like one of my like Chinese co-workers back in the day. To her, it means little pig, but I think it's the way I'm pronouncing it, like Zhu. I think that means pig, but my mom, she told me it means little pearl, so I'm gonna believe my mom, okay? She gave me that name. Next question is, what K-pop groups do I like? My biases, artists that I like. So obviously right now, BTS, I love them. So I got the cookie pop socket off eBay because Jungkook is my bias, and then last night when I got their AirPods, I went on eBay and bought AirPod like case. I bought RJ, who is Jin's character, and Jin is like, I'm not trying to order them because I love them all. I think they all have like a special quality to them, but I think when you look at a group, obviously your eyes follow your bias and like the person that you're kind of, I guess, more attached to. So Jin is like my second bias. So I got RJ and it was white, so I feel like that would look nice. I want to get something one of every character. I think Tata will be my next character that I get. So yeah, from BTS, Jungkook is my bias. In Blackpink, Lisa is my bias. She is like my girl crush. I noticed that in a lot of K-pop groups, I'm always attached to the youngest one in the group without knowing that they're the youngest one. So I didn't know Lisa was the youngest. I didn't know Jungkook was the youngest. Hwasa from Mamamoo, I didn't know she was the youngest. A lot of the young ones in the group is like, for some reason, I am attached to them without even knowing their age. Let's look through my Spotify list. I like Loco. I have 2 songs from J Park that I just added to my list yesterday. Hoodie, got a lot of BTS. Crush, as you guys know, he's literally my favorite. Like, out of all the Korean artists that I follow, Crush is like my favorite. I would fly to Australia or wherever to go see him. Tiffany Young is really good too. I really like her music. DPR, obviously you guys know that. Sam Kim, just like, you know, that realm, like those artists, I feel like they're kind of in the same circle. And you guys recommended me a lot of artists like Luna. I saw that a lot of you guys told me to check out Luna. Next question is, what is your favorite childhood memory? I stayed home a lot with my brother and our neighbor because my parents worked 7 days. I had family trips. We never had like family dinner because they were always working. So a lot of my memories as a kid was with my brother, our neighbor. It was like us 3. We did everything together. I grew up as a tomboy. I don't know if you guys find that hard to believe of how girly I am now, but I feel like my roots are still very tomboy. I'm not really high maintenance. Well, I don't think I am. I feel like Harry's more high maintenance than me. I literally looked like a boy when I was young. We would always play video games. Final Fantasy, Pokemon. That was like more my earlier childhood. Getting a bit older, like around 8 to 10, was with my cousin when we moved houses. I remember with my cousins, we would be the X-Men. So I would be Jean because she's my favorite and I'm so excited for Dark Phoenix. So I would be Jean. I think she was Kitty, and everybody had like their own character, like their own role, and we would just be like in the backyard, like fighting with each other, like using our imagination, like I lifted you up, like I turned the light off. It was really fun. That was like my favorite childhood memory. So yeah, I would just say spending time with like my brother and my cousins. We just played a lot of funny games. It was fun. I love computer games, video games. Next question is, what is my go-to comfort food when you need a pick-me-up? Isn't ramen everybody's pick-me-up food? Like, who does not love ramen? If you don't like ramen, the ramen would have to be mine. It makes you feel so good, especially in winter time. It's cold, the soup, like, and then if you have like kimchi or radish on the side, the crunch, it is so good. How do Harry and I divide the household responsibilities? For the most part, I do most of the household things. It's not because Harry is lazy or he doesn't want to, it's just because of my personality. I don't want to say I'm OCD because I know that's a serious thing and I'm not really diagnosed with it by a professional, but just seeing from the tendencies that I have, I would say I do have an OCD like trait in me. I'm cleaner than the average person, I would say. I'm a bit more controlling of how things have to be cleaned than an average person, and Harry's probably below an average person. Like, he's not dirty, it's just he does leave things around and he will clean it up after. But for me, like, if I see it on the floor, I'll pick it up right away. I'm not gonna like, I'll leave it there for now and then I'll come back to it, you know what I mean? So I think that's where we kind of mix and match. But for the most part, you know, I do the laundry, fold the laundry, I vacuum, but that's just because I want it done to my standard. And if Harry does it, I'll probably end up just doing it again anyway because he might have missed like one fluff on the floor and I'll end up like vacuuming the whole room again or something like that, you know? If I ever need him to do something for me, like take out the rubbish or help me do the dishes, he'll do it. It's not like he won't. And the next question kind of ties into this as well. Is someone asked who's the better cook. So Harry does the cooking, but I do a lot of the cleaning, household things, but Harry does the cooking. If it's like midnight, I tell him I want food, he'll go make it for me. He doesn't want me to cook because he thinks that I will make it bad and he doesn't want me to eat gross food. So he said that he likes cooking. So yeah, that's just kind of how it is. I think every couple is different. If you're okay with doing everything, then you're okay with it. I mean, sometimes it can be stressful, just, you know, maintaining this house, YouTube, work, life. There are times where I do kind of like get angry at him, like, why didn't you do this? But it's like, girl, you kind of like don't let him do anything. So the next question kind of ties in with what we were just talking about. It says, what did you learn from living alone? From experience, being independent, and each other. You learn a lot. The experience living here has been great. I think you are more grateful towards your parents for the little things that they did for you when you did live with them, like simple things, just folding your laundry for you. I hate folding laundry. So just the little things I feel like you're more grateful for your parents that they did for you. I think it's different for everyone, to be honest. Obviously, I am like a huge introvert and I feel like it's very hard for my mom to see that. Like, she finds it weird that I like being alone, because when Harry goes to work and she'll be like, oh, aren't you lonely being at home by yourself? And I'm like, no, I love that. Like, I love having the whole house to myself. I don't mind it. Like, I feel like I thrive when I'm alone. I get more stuff done, but everyone's different. So the experience for me has been really great. It has been hard. I've learned to save, you know, more money because you have bigger responsibilities. A couple of you guys saw that I did say that I was going to Blackpink in June. My friend got us tickets for my birthday. It's the same friend that got me AirPods, but I just told her that I don't think I can go. I'm not like in the best financial place in my life to be going to, you know, a concert where I gotta fly there, pay for accommodation, save up spending money as much as I want to go. And I'm very grateful for her, you know, getting the tickets for me, but I have to be realistic. Like, I just don't have the money to go right now and I need to save that for other things. I will continue answering this question. I'm just gonna go off camera, do my wing eyeliner, change my battery because it's flashing red, and then I'll be back, finish off the face, answer the other half of this question. So now my wing is on. I am having a struggle with this eye because it is kind of like a monolid, not monolid, like a single hooded eye, but my eyeliner is a bit thicker today and it is kind of transferring. So that is like not a good thing for today, but I'm gonna just, I don't know, wear some big lashes that you can't even see that it's transferring. But yeah, back to the question. What did we learn about each other? I think we learned a lot. Like I mentioned before, me being very controller, very OCD about how clean the house is. I just think it's different when it is your own space. You want it, well, I feel like I want it to be clean. I mean, even if you've traveled the world and you live with your boyfriend and his family, once you move out, you will definitely learn new things about each other for sure. Like, you won't know until you've experienced it for yourself. While I was doing my wing liner, I was playing some music. I thought I would share with you my favorite BTS songs. Favorite like performance to watch is Mic Drop. I love their performance. Like, I watched literally every single performance of Mic Drop, especially the remix. I love the remix. They have that part where they go I love that part, and then it goes to the body roll. Jungkook is like leading the whole group, like body roll. I love that. That is like probably one of my favorite songs for them to perform. My favorite songs, I have a lot. Spring Day is a nice one. Love Maze, Converse High, Autumn Leaves, I'm Fine, The Truth Untold. Dimple is probably like top 3. I love Dimple. You guys didn't ask for it, but hey, I gave it to you. Those are my favorite BTS songs. I love them. Next question is, what are my hobbies / skills outside of makeup and YouTube? I don't have any skills. I'm a very untalented person, guys. I can't play an instrument. I can't sing. I cannot speak another language besides the language that I grew up with. But hobbies, honestly, I don't have any hobbies either. If you could define me in 3 words, it would be a makeup lover, cat lover, and anime lover. So like, I guess watching Running Man, watching anime, reading manga is a hobby. Would that count as a hobby? You tell me. Which lashes am I gonna wear today? I'm just gonna wear Iconic lights. I love my Bador lights, but let's just wear the Iconics today. That was pretty much all the questions. One of you guys just asked me to show my bullet journal, and a couple of you guys have asked me to do a plan with me on my bullet journal, but to be honest, I'm not the best, guys. I get a lot of my inspiration from Amanda Rachel Lee. She is like my mentor for bullet journaling. I think she's just really good at what she does. Her spreads are very simple, but they're really pretty, and I feel like for a beginner like me, it's easy for me to do as well. So I really like her channel. I'm sure you guys know her. I feel like she's like the biggest bullet journal person on YouTube. So if you guys want to get into it, I would highly recommend that you do. I think it's very intimidating, the whole world of bullet journaling. Like, you know, you got to set up everything, but to be honest, there are spreads that are very easy to do that would literally just take you 5 minutes, and I'm sure you can take 5 minutes out of your day to just plan out your week. I want you guys to also leave in the comments down below, how old do you think I look? I always get mistaken for still being in high school. I think it's because of my big ass face, my baby face. But then a lot of people tell me that my personality is a lot older, that I don't seem 23. So I have a face of a baby, but I act like a grandma, which is, I mean, not really a bad thing. It's just interesting to see how people perceive you. A lot of people think I am Filipino or Malaysian. Okay, the last step is highlighter. The lash glue is still drying, so just ignore that. Let's put some highlighter on. Let's use my Dose of Colors because it's my favorite highlighter. So that is pretty much it for my makeup. I just got my lip color to do, which I will do later because we're not heading out just yet. I'm just gonna put the Dear Dahlia lip balm on. So yeah, I'll be sure to show you guys the final look before we head out. Just finished at Zilong, our high tea. We're walking back to the car. We'll probably go to Hamilton Gardens. If it is kind of close, we'll probably pop by and then we're gonna head back to Auckland. But the food was nice. The service today was a bit not the best, but the food was good, so it was fine.